Hi everyone, it's Sarah again. So as some of you might have noticed, we tend to use sign language in our classroom a lot when trying to communicate with your children, and this is something you can do at home. So I'm going to show you some of our main signs that we use, and you can incorporate them into eating, diapering, and just your everyday routines. So I think the sign that we use the most is all done, and all done is this, all done. And we use this when their children are eating, when we're changing them, when they're done with an activity, anything like that. So if they're sitting in the chair and they don't seem to be eating anymore, like they're not touching their food, they're getting fussy maybe, you can say, "Are you all done?" You can show me, all done. You can do the same thing when you're changing their diaper. Once you put their onesie buttons back together and you're pulling up their pants, you can say, all done. And they tend to catch on to this, and when they get old enough, they'll start imitating it and even trying to say all done. Another really common sign that we use is more, and this is more. You put your hands together like this and just say more, more. This is one that we mostly use with eating as well. So if they're eating, they seem really into it, and suddenly they don't have any more of one thing, or they're finished everything on their tray, you can say, "Do you want more?" And they might try to imitate it, or you can just read their facial expressions or their body language and try to see what they're feeling. As your children get older, you can start showing the sign for water. So you make your fingers into a W, and you just bring it to your chin like this, water, or sometimes you can say wah-wah. This sign we don't use as much, but I think it's a helpful one to know, and it's milk. So you kind of do your fists together like this, as if you were milking a cow almost. You say milk. You just squeeze your fingers and your thumb like this. If you want to say eat or food, you can say eat. Eat. You put your hand like this and you kind of just bring it to your mouth. And you can say eat at the same time. Another important sign to know is diaper. So it goes like this. You just put your fists on top of each other basically. And you can say, "I'm gonna change your diaper now," as you do the sign, and it's another way to help them understand what's coming next. So you can use sign language as much or as little as you want in your house. It's just something that we do at school. It helps build their language and make the connections between words and the actions. It also helps them keep a routine and understand what's coming next. So if we're always telling them what we're doing and also showing them using signs, they start to pick up on it. And then as they get older and they start talking and trying to imitate the signs, it's a way for you to communicate with them.